This is stupid.
Yeah, there's no steam.
There's no steam. My
Nothing.
feet are just wet. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's do this. So today's video, if you can't tell by the elephant in the room, is a devil makeup tutorial plus like costuming idea kind of thing. If you're watching this and you have known me for at least a year, you know that last year I dressed up as a devil for one of the nights of Halloween and literally killed that costume. I'm gonna be showing you guys what I did for my makeup look to look super sultry and sexy and devil, as well as give you some ideas of how to construct your Halloween costume from scratch and buying like separate pieces rather than buying a store-bought costume that looks kind of blah. As of right now, I only have my foundation on and my brows on, so we're going to be focusing a lot on just eye makeup and then a little bit of the face makeup today for this specific look. But I want you guys to kind of do what you normally do on your face as well, just so that we can really make sure that you look beautiful in your own devilish way. Okay, what do we start with? Why did God give me the smallest hands? Alright, to start out, I'm gonna just take my Cake Face, that white shade from my Manny MUA Life's a Drag palette. Y'all have seen me do this. I'm just gonna apply this shadow all over to the brow bone, kind of dipping into the lid, but not too much, just to set a really nice, clean face. I am taking Hunty from the Manny MUA palette, that little taupe brown, but you can use literally any brown at all, and just putting it in the crease with that fluffy It Cosmetics brush just to create a shade in the crease, but not necessarily a color. Next, I am going into this like bright red scarlet shade from the Kylie Cosmetics Naughty palette from her Christmas collection, but you can use any neon red. I think I've seen a color like this in the James Charles palette, and I'm just taking a Kylie Cosmetics little fluffy natural hairbrush to kind of pop that in the crease just as a nice starter. Oh my gosh, that is pigmented. Next, I am using my AOA dome kind of like pointed brush to start to kind of deepen the crease, and I'm going to dip into my Take Me Back to Brazil palette in that red shade, which is like a straight crayon red, and just deepen that really pretty red. Going back with my It Cosmetics brush into this light pink shade in the corner of the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, just to really buff out that bright red. Going back in with that AOA Studios brush, and then of course back into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette into the black shade, just to deepen the crease, just barely tapping to apply the product. And then, just like in my Galaxy makeup tutorial, I like to set that product on and then go back in and blend it out with a brush that I had already used in the crease with whatever, you know, existing crease shadow was on there. I'm looking pretty good. This is not going bad. Next, I'm going into my Kylie Cosmetics Cream Bronze Shadow. Once again, I would just recommend any cream shadow that you have to lay down as a base for any metallics you're putting on your lid. I don't necessarily recommend the copper color, but I'm not too mad at it for this look. I would just try to stick to a neutral metallic. Taking that e.l.f. Flat brush and applying it all over the lid in just like a nice paint motion. Next, I'm going into my Jaclyn Hill palette and dipping into the metallic cranberry shade with my Anastasia Beverly Hills dual-ended brush from the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'll try to find one of theirs that is comparable to that so that you don't have to, like, you know, buy a whole palette just for one brush. And we're just gonna pack that cranberry shade all over the lid. And I don't usually like to put something this dark all over the lid, but red is a special case, as well as sometimes copper. Just because those colors really bring out your eyes. As sometimes I feel like if you put like a blue all over your lid or a green all over your lid, it really just closes up the entire, you know, look of your eye. Next, I'm gonna dip into the Modern Renaissance palette itself with that same dual-ended brush, but with the fluffy end, and I'm gonna hit on Red Ochre and just use that to blend the metallic that we just laid in with the crease. To give our eyes a little bit of dimension, I do want to add a glitter onto the lid, just right in the center. So I'm going to be taking my Stila Magnificent Metals in the shade Diamond Dust. And it's practically dried out, so we'll see if anything even... Oh, no, it still works cool. And then I'm going to take that Anastasia brush once again. I need to dust it off a little bit though, with the packed side of the brush, and then dip into the Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just going to dip into Wild Child, which is that bright metallic pink, and lay that color right on top of where I just applied the Stila Magnificent Metals. Next, I'm going to be doing a little bit of liquid eyeliner, but this is actually red from ColourPop. It's their new range of liquid liners that are felt tip. I'm just going to do a nice baby cat eye with the red. Who knows if it's even going to show up. But I bought this not just because, you know, the devil Halloween, but I just love a red cat eye in general. I always think it just elevates a look a little bit more than regular eyeliner. Makes it look like you went the extra mile. You can't really see it at all. Whatever. Alright, I clearly already have lash extensions, so I'm not going to be applying any lashes, but this would be the time that I would say to do that if I were you. I'm just going to apply my concealer now off camera, as well as powder, just to clean up under my eyes, and then I'll catch back up with you guys. Now I'm just going to contour like normal as well. And for all the steps that I do off camera, I will link my everyday beauty routine video below so that you guys can watch that and figure out what pieces we're missing in this video. Right now that I have my contour, my concealer, and my bake on, I'm just gonna go in with that Kylie Cosmetics brush right here, and a little bit of the red shade from the Naughty palette that I already used on the eyes, and we're just gonna gently tap on the bottom waterline. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the MAC white eyeliner in the shade Fascinating. It's white. I'm just going to put it right on the waterline on the bottom. And then in the inner corner. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Cosmetics brush with this L'Oreal Infallible shadow. I use this on the inner corner every day, no matter what makeup look it is, no matter how glam it is. And that is also in my everyday makeup tutorial. Just go down the nose. So next I'm just taking this brand new, it's called a bronzing brush from e.l.f. It's just one of the $2 ones. And I'm going to dip into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette really sloppily, just in the red section here. I know I'm hitting a little bit of red, a little bit of fuchsia, and then I'll dip a little bit in the orange as well. Just kind of all kinds of random. And then where we've already applied our contour, you're going to kind of go right where our contour is. Like a nice red stripe. Roll up into the temple and then into the cheek. I like this brush because it's nice and fluffy, and since it's kind of like a crappier synthetic, it just doesn't hold the product super well, so you can get a better blend. And drag down with whatever excess. I do want to continue to intensify that red, so I'll just keep going into the red and the orange right there and kick off some of that product and just put it less and less in like the main areas and only in like the spaces that have a lot of like shadow or contour, so it's not as in your face, and really keep it on the hairline. Adorable. Now I'm just going to go back in with only that orange shade and then the yellow next to it as well. Both of these are matte shades. You can use any matte, colorful shadows you want. I'm just going to put that right on top of the red to kind of blend it into the skin. I'm just taking Flexitarian from ColourPop and then swirling my e.l.f. Cosmetics brush into that, and then applying this all over the cheeks. Next, I'm just dipping into my, oh my gosh, this light is so bright, my Laura Mercier Life Glows On highlighter palette. She sells all of these shades individually as well as well as in other highlighter sets. So I'm not sure if they still carry this one, but I did see the exact same thing the other day, but in a triangle version, so I'm sure you could find this. I just dipped into Opal Crush and Diamond Dust. This is the purple and the pink of the two, and I'm just gonna go right on the outside of the cheeks with these two colors, and then into the temple a little bit. I almost feel like my face needs a little bit more dimension, believe it or not. So I'm gonna dip into some of the purples on this side. I'm only gonna do that little upper corner purple and tap off the excess because I don't want too much. And I'm just gonna put it right where the contour would be. Just setting the face with my MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime, Peppa Pig, Prep and Prime. Okay, we're not actually done. I want to add a little bit of my bronzer, which y'all have seen me do in my other video, just to really warm up the face. Now I'm just taking my Kylie Cosmetics, I believe this is the shade Dead of Night. It's just her black liquid lip. Turn out okay. I'm a bad bitch, you can't kill me, damn. Ooh, I forget that this is my favorite lip color.
Beautiful. Please go to the gym and work out like that.
How much money are you gonna pay me to even work out, period? I know a lot of people like to do red lipstick for the devil, but I just feel like that's so predictable. So I really recommend doing black lipstick. I think it's so dope. You only have like a couple times a year you can actually do it, unless you're me, who might just wear it tomorrow because now that I'm seeing it again. All right, I'm just gonna add this in right now. I want to put on glitter. So we're gonna do that. I'm taking my glitter glue from legitimately Forever 21. I think it's the best glitter glue that there is because it washes off my face super easy, yet keeps the glitter on. I don't know, I love it, but they're probably going out of business, so who even knows. I'm just gonna put this a little bit on the outside of my eye and into the brow. And then pat it out with my finger. I'm gonna dip into my Model's Own glitter, and I'm gonna go into that hot pink. Just tapping and put this right there. And go just a touch above the brow into almost like a triangular shape. Kind of how your winged liner would drag up if for some reason you were ever gonna do that above your eyebrow. The devil. Let's put on the costume. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about costume construction. I personally don't like going out and buying one store-bought costume. I just don't feel like they look very good. When I'm thinking about piecing a costume together, I just spend the entire, month before Halloween just keeping my eye open for things that I think look a little bit inspiring or look similar to the vision I might have. With the devil, it's very broad because you just need to be wearing red, but I knew that I wanted to have some version of metallics on my body. So I was keeping my eye out for something that was red and metallic. Narrowed my search a little bit. Whereas with other costumes, I'll be looking for specific pieces like a pink cowgirl hat when I'm wanting to be Barbie cowgirl. So for this costume, I am just wearing my nude, I guess, Spanx from Walmart with like the tummy control and all that jazz, because the top itself is completely see-through, and also because of that I'm wearing a nice bright red bra. Then I also paired some thigh-high boots that I already had in black, which ties into the black lipstick. For the ears, I just got them from Claire's or something. When they do their buy three get three, I got like a whole bunch of costume knickknacks or whatever, and this is one of the things I picked up. I actually really like these because they have like individual sequences on them rather than just being a flat colored red horn. And for my hair, I would just curl it for this look. I don't want to today, so I'm not going to, because I'm gonna shower immediately after this. If you're wanting to do something that is sexy but not predictable sexy, where it's just straight up lingerie, I recommend going into the stores in your mall that you kind of pass by and you're like, oh, this is probably not of a high quality, and all these clothes look like they're trying to be outfits Kylie Jenner has worn previously, but it's not constructed very well. Maybe there's like a neon swimsuit material tube top. You know, those kind of stores. I know everything's gonna look kind of crazy on the hanger. This definitely did, and it ended up working out. So that was my best recommendation for something that is sexy but not, you know, just straight up underwear. If you have any questions about this Halloween look or any of the ones I've ever done ever, definitely check in with my social media to get inspired possibly, as well as send me a comment down below and I can answer any questions that you have and maybe even give you some more ideas beyond this, because I love a good party outfit brainstorm moment. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. It means a lot. Feel free to follow me on all my social medias. I'm doing this thing right now where if you follow me on Instagram and DM me saying you're coming from this video, I will be sure to thank you in the DMs as well as follow you back. Thanks again, you guys. Happy Halloween. Bye. I don't know how to end this. Don't go to hell.